Hello everyone and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. So the second test between India and Australia got on the way today from the Arun Jaitley Stadium in New Delhi. It was Pat Cummins who won the toss and he had no hesitation but to bat first. Australia made quite a number of changes to the 11, bringing Matthew Kuhnemann, the left-arm spinner, in place of Scott Boland. It was for the first time in many years that the Aussies played only one fast bowler and three frontline spinners. The pitch at the Firozshah Kotla was known to turn right from the day one itself, but the Aussies probably thought a bit too much seeing the amount of turn that India got in Nagpur. India made only one change to the 11. Shreyas Iyer regained full fitness and he was back to his regular place in the squad, and Sky had to miss the second test. Australia started well with the bat this time around, with David Warner and Usman Khawaja getting the sting off to a good start, and they were 50 for no loss within a very short span of time. The Australian approach was rather aggressive this time around. From the first test, they had fathomed that they had to be aggressive against the spin. If they get too defensive, they will get bogged down and eventually get dismissed. David Warner was, however, going through a rough patch, and it was only a matter of time before he got dismissed. And he did get dismissed to a very good ball from Mohammad Shami from round the wicket, and he was caught behind to Srikhar Bharat. Khawaja, on the other hand, escaped the scoring net on, and he was building a good partnership and he was playing aggressive cricket. He came down the track to Ashwin, hit him for a six. He played the conventional sweep and the reverse sweeps, always trying to change the length of the bowlers. He was being aggressive against spin and he was scoring runs as well. He, along with Labuschagne, put on a beautiful partnership, and both of them were ultra aggressive against Jadeja and Ashwin. It looked as if the Australians were going to gain the upper hand before lunch, and it was then when Ravi Ashwin struck. Within a space of 4 balls, he dismissed both Smith and Labuschagne in the same over. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Labuschagne was leg before wicket, and Smith looked like a fish out of water, probably a bit too indecisive, bit too hurried, and he was caught of a slider outside off stump. So India went to lunch feeling much better of themselves after Australia had gained the early advantage. Australia were 94 for 3 at lunch, and India seemed contented to have scalped those 2 wickets at the very end. Now, when the session started after lunch, Australia once again were in trouble as Travis Head, their so-called best batsman in the recent past, was again dismissed early of Mohammad Shami to a brilliant catch in the slips from KL Rahul. Head promised much as always, but he again deceived. In came Peter Handscombe, who looked good in patches at the Nagpur test, and he put on a good partnership along with Usman Khawaja. Both were looking very good when, against the run of play, Usman Khawaja tried reverse sweep of Ravindra Jadeja and was brilliantly caught in the offside by KL Rahul. Australia lost wickets in heaps just after Usman Khawaja was dismissed. Alex Carey also followed soon. But then there was a little bit of partnership between Peter Handscombe and Pat Cummins. Who would have thought that Pat Cummins, of all people, would stitch together a vital partnership of over 50 runs with Peter Handscombe? Cummins was also aggressive against the spin and always tried to score runs against the spinners. The Australian innings was over at 262 It was a decent total, but given the number of starts they got, the Aussies should have scored a little bit more because this pitch, by the nature of it, would be very difficult to bat in the third and the fourth innings. So, decisive first innings total was vital. India came into bat with half an hour left, and both Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul negated the period, the tricky period, quite well. However, there were instances when the ball misbehaved, the ball was keeping low, and tomorrow would be a very interesting day since it is already keeping low and it's the very first day of the test match. India should look to capitalize on the start they have got and score as many runs as possible in the first innings because they will have to bat last. In this pitch, anything above 350 would be a very good first innings score. India must take a lead. It's important. Australia have three spinners in their lineup, and India has not been good against spin in the recent past. So they need to make use of this opportunity. Having restricted Australia to 262 in the first innings, India need to score big. Their big batters, notably Virat Kohli and Cheteshwar Pujara, who is playing his 100th test, must come to the forefront right now. And KL Rahul is also due for a big score. Let us hope that tomorrow might be the day when we finally see KL Rahul back to his fluent best. India should make full use of these situations. And Shreyas Iyer coming back to the lineup is a huge advantage because he is a very good player of spin bowling. A lead of 100 runs is absolutely imperative on a low and slow surface like this. If India manage to get something around 350, the Aussies will again be on the back foot. But if the Australians manage to get a lead, then India will have their fingers crossed because on the fourth innings, this pitch will break and it will assist the spinners even more. And Australia have three in their lineup: Nathan Lyon, Todd Murphy, and even Michael Kuhneman will be a handful on this pitch. And they will challenge both the inside edge and the outside edge of the bat. So let me know in the comment section what you feel India will get in the first innings of the test match and in what way the test match will progress. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more content.